In this video, we will learn about the types of error and how the error in a trial balance or how the error in the accounts can be detected. So first of all, we have to discuss the types of error. Basically, there are 4 types of error, and depending upon, you can say by the name itself, you can identify the type of error also. You can say first is the, you can say, error of commission. Error of commission. Error of commission is a type of error where it is also known as clerical error also. Error of commission is also known as clerical error, means the error which is generally made by the clerk. For example, you can see the totaling can be, you can say, suppose instead of totaling it should be 100, and while totaling the amount has come to 1000 or something like that, or any other figure. So error of commission is the error where there is deduction or addition is involved, and while posting this amount some error is committed, then this type of error is known as commission error, or you can say error of you can say clerical error also. Next you can say is the error principal error. Error of principal or principal error. It is a type of error where the rule of accounting is not followed. Means while passing the journal entries, the accounting rule is not followed, then it is known as error of principal. For example, you can say wages paid. Wages have been paid, and this wages is an expense, and expenses to be you can say debited to profit and loss account. Expenses to be debited to profit and loss account. Assuming, suppose we are paying the expenses, wages account debit to cash. This is the general entry while passing the wages account when wages are paid. So general entry for this, wages account is debited and cash account will be credited at the time of passing this, you can say paying the wages. But instead of this wages account, say the name of the person has been mentioned or the employees. Suppose Aman has been paid the wages. Assuming Aman has been paid the wages, and instead of wages account, Aman account is debited, then it will be considered as error of principal, because here the accounting rule of debit and credit has not been followed. Next, you can say this is error of principal. Next is the compensating error. Compensating error. Compensate means the error, the name itself is very clear. The compensating error means this type of error is such where there is, you can say, one error compensate the other. This type of error is where, and it is not detected by trial balance also. It is not detected by trial balance. The compensating error. This type of error is one where one error compensates the other error. For example, at one place, suppose you have debited an account with excess of rupees 100, and at some other places in the account, while writing the account, you have credited an account with rupees 100 more. So in this case, at one place you have debited an account with 100 rupees more, and at the other place you have credited it with 100 rupees more. So this type of error will compensate, and the error will not be deducted by the trial balance. Fourth and the last is the error of omission. Error of omission. Here in this type of error, there is omission is there, means somewhere some entries has not been recorded, or you can say one aspect of the transaction has been recorded and the other aspect of the transaction has not been recorded. That is why it is of 2 types: partial omission and complete omission. Partial omission and complete omission. Partial omission is one where one aspect of the transaction has not been recorded, then it is known as partial omission. Assuming that wages account debit to cash. Let us see, this is the journal entry which was passed at the time of paying the wages account debit to cash. This is the journal entry when wages is paid. Now this wages will be transferred to wages account and cash will be transferred to cash account. And by passing the journal entry means by posting, when wages will be posted to wages account, cash will be posted to cash account. And now when wages was posted to wages account but cash was not posted, in this case, suppose if this is not posted, then it will be considered as partial omission. Means one aspect of the transaction has been recorded and the other aspect of the transaction has been omitted or it has not been recorded. Or it can be vice versa also. Means the wages account has not been recorded and the cash account has been posted in the cash account, but the wages account has not been posted to the wages account. So this will be called as partial omission, and this type of error is also, you can say this type of error is detected by the trial balance. It can be detected by trial balance. And the next is the complete omission. Under error of omission, the next is the complete omission, where the both aspect of the transaction is not recorded. Suppose this is a journal entry at the time of passing, means when wages are paid, wages account debit to cash, and the both aspect of the transaction, that is the wages account as well as the cash account, both aspect of the transaction has not been posted, then it will be considered as complete omission. And this type of error is not detected by the trial balance because an equivalent amount of debit and the credit has been omitted, and hence the trial balance will agree, but then it will be 500 rupees short. It will agree, the trial balance will agree, but there will be 500, you can say, short excess debit, and means the short debit and short credit will be there. So when the both aspects of the transaction are not recorded in the books of account, then it is known as complete omission also. Now searching, next is the searching of error. How the errors in the books of account can be found out or detected. Now searching of error, the very basic thing for searching the error is the first of all you have to proceed backward. Means from the time you have detected the error, you have to move backward. Means for example, the final stage in order to find out the error is the preparation of the trial balance. This is the main reason. Means one of the objectives, we have studied the objective of the preparation of trial balance. So basically there were three objectives for the preparation of the trial balance. One is, that is to find out the, you can say, arithmetical accuracy of the books of account. Next, it was to find out the errors, if any. And thirdly, for the preparation of financial statement. And before preparation of financial statement, if any error is detected, it has to be, you can say, corrected. Means correction should be done. So in order, suppose if the trial balance detect, if we prepare the trial balance and if any error comes to notice, then the very first thing is to retotal the balances of the debit and credit side of the trial balance, because we have studied earlier that the trial balance this is the format of a trial balance which we have studied. In the one column it is debit and the next column is the credit, and here the ledger folio column, here account titles is written, and this is the format of a trial balance which we have studied, and this is the serial number. You can also write serial number here also. Now the debit and credit total should tally. The debit and credit total of the trial balance should tally if you are preparing the trial balance according to balance method. Balance method. Assuming that we are preparing the trial balance using balance method, then there will be this serial number column, account title, ledger folio, debit balance and the credit, either debit balance or the credit balance of the account will be there, and this debit and credit balances, the total of this should tally. Now, for example, if it does not tally, then what is the very first step you have to do? You have to retotal the debit side as well as the credit side to find out if any mistake is there in the totaling also. Suppose you find out that there is some difference or the error was there in the totaling, so you can correct the error here itself also. Now, suppose if it is not detected, suppose if the total is both of the same, then what we have to do? We have to move to each account, whatever account has been mentioned. Means we have to move to the each account in the ledger. Means we have to move to the ledger and check every account balances of the ledger and to find out whether the balance of every account is correct or not. You have to then first of all we have to find out the total of the debit side and credit side, and if the total agrees, if the total do not agree, but you can say the totaling is correct, the totaling of the debit and the credit side is correct, then we have to move to the ledger account and we have to check all the ledger accounts and to find out if any balance has been wrongly calculated or find out, then we can check the balances of the various ledger accounts. Moreover, you can also check the various account title. Now, you can go through the ledger and see whether if any account name has been missed or not. It is also possible that sometime a name, a particular ledger account has been missed also, and that is why the trial balance may not tally also. So, these are the various methods of rechecking or to find out the errors in the trial balance. Moreover, suppose if the difference is of the trial balance is 9. Assuming that the difference is of rupees 9. So sometimes it is also possible that because of transposition of figures also the 9 not actually, if the difference, the amount of the difference of the debit and the credit side of the trial balance is divisible by 9. If it is divisible by 9, then we have to see if it is sometimes possible that because of transposition of figure it may happen. For example, you can say 198 is there, and instead of 198 you have written here, you have written as 189. Instead of 198 you have written it as 189. So the difference of this will amount to 9. So it is possible you have to go through and check whether the transposition of figures has taken place somewhere else or not. So it is also possible that if the figure is divisible by 9, then it is possible that transposition of figure is there also. Next, you can also, if you can say, suppose the difference is of rupees 100, assuming that the difference is of rupees 100. So it is possible that a debit of 50 or a credit of 50 has been, you can say, wrongly recorded. It is possible that if the difference is of 100 rupees, so it is possible that a debit or credit of 50 rupees has been wrongly recorded, and that is why the difference is of rupees 100. Or it is also possible that the difference is of rupees say 320. So it is possible that a difference, the half of this will be 160. So instead a debit or credit of 160 may have been wrongly recorded. So these are the various methods of rechecking the, you can say, finding out the error in the trial, after the trial balance do not agree, and we have to follow these various rules to detect the error. Next we will come to find out the, you can say, how to rectify the errors. There are basically two ways through which the errors can be rectified. One is, if the error do not affect the trial balance. If the error do not affect the trial balance, then it is very easy. You have to simply pass it. It simply means that if the error is not affecting the trial balance, it means a debit and credit aspect of a transaction has not been recorded, and here simply what we have to do, we have to pass a journal entry. Pass a journal entry means the journal entry which was not recorded, then journal entry will be passed. Simply, if the error do not affect the trial balance, it simply means that both the debit and credit aspect of the transaction has not been recorded, and you have to pass the journal entry. For example, just now I told you, suppose wages has been paid. Suppose wages has been paid and the entry was wages account debit to cash account. Now, if both the transactions are not recorded, then it will not affect the trial balance. If both the transactions, suppose this transaction was to be recorded in the books of account, and if it is not recorded, then the trial balance will not be affected, then the trial balance will tally. Now, in order to rectify the error, suppose if this is not recorded, then what we have to do? We have to simply pass a journal entry. Pass a journal entry means what? we have to pass this journal entry. This account debit to cash, this journal entry will be passed and account will get rectified. Now, if the error affect the trial balance, if the error affect the trial balance, it means either the one of the aspect of the transaction has not been recorded. If the error affect the trial balance, means one aspect of the transaction has not been recorded, and in this case generally you have to use a different account that is known as a suspense account. Means suspense account will be used also in order to correct the error also. Now, if the error affect the trial balance, a suspense account will be used and we have to accordingly make adjustment entry. In the next video, we will actually do some journal entries, means how to rectify the errors, and we will try to solve the question based on the illustration which have been given in the book and some numerical solves.